Hello, everyone. If anyone is in the chat and can hear me, say hi. Hi, Magic 8 Ball. Probably shouldn't have gotten a canned Pepsi when I have lipstick on. Probably shouldn't have done that. Probably just stick to my water. Probably should have done that. Because now I've got lipstick all over this can. And I don't know. I know other people do that. I don't like doing that, but to each their own. Can you guys hear me okay? Because I don't have my mic plugged up again. Because it seems like when I do that, the live messes up. So I just decided not even to mess with it today. Perfect. I might find, I have like a lavalier mic, the kind that it plugs in here and then the little mic goes on me. I might try that. But for some reason, my Yeti mic wants to act up on YouTube. Nowhere else, just YouTube. And it's only when I'm live. I can record just fine. I can go on other platforms just fine. It's only YouTube. YouTube does not like the Yeti mic. I don't know what these ASMR artists do because I know that they use those type of mics. Like this type of mic right here. I know that they use those. Hi, I love men. I'm not going to say your name. I love men. Yes. Hi, Joseph. So guys, normally I come on here and I just go off of what the chat does and we talk about manifestation. You guys ask me questions and I go off and I coach you basically. Do you guys like that style of live stream or should I have like a topic? Like I've been thinking about maybe doing a topic like what I would do on a video and just doing it here live and then I just go for however long, 10 minutes, whatever it is, and then afterwards if you guys have questions, I answer the questions. What do you guys think? Brianna, have you listened to a subliminal on YouTube to manifest your desires? I have affirmation tracks on my channel, honey. I have mainly for self-concept because that's what it all boils down to. So I have gender neutral ones. I have the Adonis ones for men, and I have the Aphrodite ones for women, as well as the Cleopatra ones for women. And I have a wealth and abundance type one too for manifesting money. So yes, I have them. It doesn't need to be subliminal, but it does have subliminals in it. So there's spoken affirmations, you'll hear them, and there's also a subliminal in there as well. Magic 8 Ball, I just rushed to the store and back real quick so I don't miss this live. I was going to be on at 9. I said 9 to 10, but you know me, I'm always late. It's crazy because I am not late to things in person. Like if it comes to like doctor's appointments, events, stuff like that. But I don't know. When it comes to YouTube, I'm always late. Maybe that's just an assumption I need to change, but I'm not late to appointments. Like if you book a call with me, I'm texting you 15 to 30 minutes ahead of time and I'm saying, hey, I'm going to call you from this number. Like that's what I do, whether it's a regular call or a WhatsApp call. Let's see. On Mo, just curious, any particular reason for this mask? Because I like it. That's all the reason that you need. I like it. I also have videos where I have a bottom mask on because that's how I started. My eyes are gray. They're gray. So sometimes they'll look green, sometimes they'll look blue. It just depends on what I'm wearing. Magic 8 Ball, do you forget the lives until the last moment? No, not at all. I know. Like I knew earlier today I had a live to go. It's I don't know. It's not a priority, I guess. Because when I come on here, it's always the perfect time. I think it's because like a doctor's appointment, that's important, right? You got to be there on time. And like a one-on-one coaching call, they're paying for that. They're paying for my time. So I'm going to make sure that I'm ahead of it. Like I am ready 15 minutes in advance. This guy, I've heard your mood is the reason behind color changing. No, not really. And see, all growing up, my mom used to say that when my eyes were green, I was up to no good. But it was just based off of the color that I'm wearing. Um, if I wear different colors, it changes how they look. Like certain makeup looks can make my eyes look turquoise. I've had people tell me that. Certain colors. But no, my mom was very old school. I was adopted, so like foster kid slash adopted. And she was born in the 1940s. So she was silent gen. They had all types of crazy sayings and stuff like that. Like I grew up basically like a boomer, okay? Like that's how I was raised, was like a boomer or like an older Gen X. I'm an older millennial though. I was born in the 80s. Anyone that's disrespectful, by the way, in my chat, you will just be put in timeout. I don't even tolerate it. I'm not even going to acknowledge you. I'm just going to put you in timeout. Disrespect doesn't even get acknowledged. Yeah, guys, what I'm on here for, like I mentioned before, is for manifestation talk. And if you have questions, basically, I coach here live. It's basically what I would do in my personal coaching. You ask a question, I answer it, I coach you. Um, I am thinking, and you guys tell me if you like this idea of me having a topic before I come on here. So, for example, I could go into self concept, right? And then talk about that here live while I'm live for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, however long it would be for a normal video that I would do. And then I would take questions after. Do you guys like that idea, or do you want me to stick with what I do now? Magic 8 Ball. So your mom's old enough to remember Marilyn Monroe's day and when the Beatles first got famous. Yeah, she actually knew people that knew Marilyn Monroe. I talk about that on some of my videos. About how Marilyn Monroe was great at identity. Like, she was magnetic because that's who she chose to be at that time. But if she didn't want to be magnetic and she didn't want attention, she would turn it off. Like that, everybody that knew Marilyn Monroe knows that. Like she would go out in public places and people would not even realize who she is, because she would turn it off. And then if she wanted, you know, to be seen, she would turn her back on, and then everybody would be flocking to her. I use her as an example for identity shifting all the time. Yeah, my mom was she was in like the modeling type industry when she was younger, and she would help basically manage them. So that's how she knew people within that space. Magic 8 Ball. I'm surprised she could turn it off, being that the most famous celebrity in the world at the time. Yeah, she could turn it off. Like she would go out with her friends, and if she didn't want to be bothered, she would not turn it on. And see, this is why I'm saying like identity is everything. It's literally everything. It's who you say you are, who you say you're being. But yeah, she would definitely like when people would notice, oh, nobody's flocking over here, they don't even know who you are. She's like, yeah, because I didn't turn her on yet. And she's talking about the Marilyn Monroe that everybody knows, right? But guys, I posted a couple of shorts about this, and I am editing videos right now that I recorded. One of them is super long, okay? Because it's success stories from one client that sent me multiple messages. And so what I'm doing is I'm editing information out of those messages that would link anyone to her, and I'm shortening it because it's like 30 minutes worth of messages. So I'm working on editing that one. I also have um, some other long ones that I'm editing, and I'm announcing it on there as well. But I just released a brand new self concept guide. I should probably change it because it's really an ebook. It's just a short ebook. Um, and it's free for now. So I decided to make this free, and I posted it. Within the first 2 days, over 200 people downloaded it. And all I did was announce it on here. I announced it on TikTok. I announced it on Instagram and Reddit. And over 200 people downloaded it. Most people came from YouTube and Reddit, because that's one thing that I do ask is how did you find me? So YouTube and Reddit, you guys are like crushing it with getting free stuff, which is fine. I love it. I love to know where you guys come from. Um, and that's why I'm not as much on TikTok and Instagram as the other two, because I feel like I connect better with people on here and on Reddit. Mel, I like the idea having a lesson then answering questions afterwards. The ebook has been really helpful. Perfect. Yeah, I've gotten some feedback from the ebook already of people telling me that they've gotten other freebies from other coaches, and it was nothing like what I'm offering. That and I'm like, "What do you mean?" Cuz I never downloaded free stuff from other coaches. So I don't know what that looks like. I just know what I produced. And so um I've had feedback saying that it's better than any other free offer they've gotten, that they've already made a shift. I had a one person tell me that basically the self concept guide is literally the Bible of manifestation, which I'm honored that you think that, but no, the actual Holy Bible is your manifestation guide, 100%. Like that's the guidebook right there. Elena, I downloaded it. It's awesome ebook. Perfect. See, I love it when you guys tell me your feedback. And I think so the email flow, because when you sign up for my ebook, I'm a little selfish. I signed you up to my mailing list, which all my mailing list is I'm emailing you a lesson and then it links to a video about every other day. And on I think it's like the third or fourth email, I ask you for feedback for the ebook. But you can reply to any of the emails and tell me your feedback, and I'd love that. Magic 8 Ball, I found you on Reddit. Yeah, so many people find me on Reddit, so that's why I stay on there. But what's crazy is I posted the free self-concept guide on my page, on the manifestation subreddit, law of attraction, sorry, law of assumption, and a few others. And the manifestation subreddit banned me. I don't even know why. I was giving away a free thing. It's free. Literally no money. But they banned me. Whatever. Brianna, do you know if there's a subliminal to have the money to afford household staff? Because I'm lazy and don't like cleaning and do stuff for myself and want a household staff like hiring a maid, etc. I'm from Florida. I'm not sure what being from Florida has to do with your question, but great. um, so I have an affirmation track on my channel for wealth and money, if you want to check that out. Um, I don't do subliminals because to me, like, it's all the same, whether it's audio or it's subliminal, it's the same thing. It's not, it's not the technique, the listening to the affirmations. It's who you're being. So listening to it, if it shifts you into who you're being, that's all it is. It all boils down to self-concept. It all boils down to identity. I have a video on self-concept that I posted recently that has been getting a lot of great feedback, as well as my self-concept guide. So you can always get my self-concept guide. It is free. It is on my website. CT, I am very rich. I'm rich with life. I live in abundance. I live in happiness. What about you? Be creative. Hi. I like the name. Be creative. It's kind of like I have a video about my lazy girl method, which the lazy girl method is so easy. It's just knowing. It's knowing, it's deciding and knowing and not faltering from it. And on that, I talk about how I shifted the weather on my vacation. And I said that I was going to be a sexy bee on the beach. And I was. Annoyed backgammon. Interesting. How is backgammon annoyed? Annoyed backgammon. I should have put a black headband on because my hair was fixed and it was looking very pretty today. But then I did some activities and it wasn't looking that great, so that's why I put the headband on. Like the front part was like it wasn't doing what it was supposed to do. Oh, when I ask where you come from, I'm talking about when you download my self-concept guide. I'm not talking about your physical place. I'm talking about like if you download my self-concept guide or if you get any of my services, I always ask people how they found me. Usually they find me on YouTube or Reddit. Every now and then I'll get somebody from TikTok or Instagram or Facebook. Inked MD, I don't speak what was that? Was that French? I wish I did, but I don't speak French, honey. I understand a little bit of German and I understand a little bit of Spanish, but only when it's spoken to me. It was read it for me. Oh, perfect. Yeah, I just post what I post on here on Facebook. So I'll post like my videos. That's all I do. I just link my videos. It's just to get them out there. Your sweetness is wrapped around you, which is made clear by artificial intelligence. I don't know what you go on about, Inked MD. I really don't. I don't understand anything that you say. You type some nonsense in my chat every single time. I'm not AI, if that's what you're trying to indicate. Like, uh, I didn't know they could have somebody go live with AI. Like, or are you saying that you're using AI to talk to me? I don't know what you're saying. Whatever translation thing you're using is not working well. It doesn't translate correctly to English. Yeah, but Facebook is one of those things that it's just there. It's just so people can find me. That's it. It's not something I take serious. I would say YouTube is where I do most stuff. The others is just me posting stuff that I post on here. Like TikTok, I just post the videos that I post on here. And whatever I post on TikTok, if it's short enough, I post as reels on Instagram, and then it goes over to um, Facebook. Who is confusing me? I don't know who's confusing you. Who is confusing you? Who is confusing you? You tell me. And without fail, every single time when I am on live, I get like tons of DMs, like already. And it's like, you guys know that I'm live, right? Like, why didn't you DM me or whatever before this? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I am only on those platforms. I've had people tell me I should go on X and I should go on Threads, and it's like it's so much. Like it's already a lot what I do already with what I post and everything else. It's a lot. I don't know how some of these content creators do it. Like they're on every platform there is, unless like they have a team or something, like the bigger ones. But it's just too much. And I've had a lot of people reach out to me saying, "Oh, I can do this for you. I can do that for you," offering services like that. But I like to be in control of my content, like offering to do my editing and stuff like that. But it's like, but then it's not me. Do I get a lot of DMs after I post videos? No. No, I don't. It's when I'm live. It's weird. And then when it's when I'm just regular times, but No, not really. Not when I post videos. It's people comment when I post videos, but they don't send DMs. Yeah, they'll send like as soon as I'm on here, it's like they all of a sudden find my Instagram and they send me DMs. Like, what are you doing? I mean, if I get a lot of people downloading the self-concept guide, that makes sense because I just talked about it. But yeah, the other stuff is like, what are you doing? I'm on here. I can't answer you while I'm on here. I don't answer messages. I don't answer anything when I am on here. I asked because I was thinking the reason might be because the notification reminds them of you and questions they have. But it's like, why don't you just come on here and ask me the question? That's what I'm on here for, you know? That's what I come on here for. Every week I come on here. Just about. There's not many weeks where I'm not on here. But yeah, Reddit, I love Reddit and I don't love Reddit at the same time. Um because some people would never say the things that they say outside of Reddit, right? That's the bad part of it. And like I said, like example, I got banned off of the manifestation subreddit because I posted a free guide. Makes no sense. Because I read their rules. They said no promotion, no selling. Okay, great. I'm not selling anything. It's free. And I always posted my videos over there. Never a problem with that, but I posted the free guide. It was getting a lot of upvotes and shares, and all of a sudden they banned me. You burn like a candle to light the ruined hearts. Burn, they confuse each other. The crow walks like a pigeon. I don't know what you're talking about. You make no sense. No idea what you're talking about. Not a clue. Not one clue. He can try all he wants. He makes no sense to me. Like he's always in here typing nonsense. Like his message earlier made no sense. Even poetically made no sense. Like not any sense at all. Reddit mods are weird and highly unpredictable. Yeah. I didn't say that you lie. I said that you don't make sense. Did I say that you lie? No. I said you don't make any sense, dude. Oh, that's what I said. Yeah, maybe I should do that. Like, because I was thinking of doing that anyway, but more of like a midweek thing. Like maybe when I'm going to record a video and I'm doing it on camera, instead of just doing that, I will come on here live. That's what I'm thinking of doing. Brianna, is it possible to become a millionaire overnight with manifestation? Everything is possible. Everything is possible. Yes. I've known plenty of people that basically overnight became millionaires. Yes. I've coached people that have 10x their business. Everything is possible. Literally everything. You have no idea what could happen. Magic 8 Ball. People subscribed just to say things like that. Yeah, I know. It makes no sense. Like, you have to subscribe in order to chat, and then they subscribe just to say some nonsense, and then I'm just going to put them in timeout. Like, if you can't be respectful, you don't need to be here. Like, Inked MD sometimes says some stuff that makes no sense, but he's not being disrespectful, or she. Right? They're not being disrespectful, so they can stay. Could I manifest? Oh. And see, we got another one. I don't get it. Don't get it at all. You can't be respectful. You're not going to be able to talk. You can listen, but now you can't talk. They probably just go to someone else's live and do the same thing there. Yeah, probably. Because a lot of people that come on my lives tell me that they were just scrolling. I didn't know that that was a thing with live streams on here. I know it is on TikTok, but I didn't know it was on here. Because whenever I've watched other creators live, I don't scroll. I just listen to the person that I'm subscribed to. But I haven't been on anyone else's live in a long time. Last person was, of course, Eric from The Power of I Am. And that was weeks ago. And I know that he goes live every week as well. But he does that on his members channel. And I don't even know why I'm still a member on his channel. Because I don't watch his content anymore. I haven't watched his content in months. I haven't watched his content in months. I don't really go on his lives. I don't even know why I'm still on there. Yeah, he goes live on his members channel. And there might be a time where once my members side grows that I might do members only lives as well. But that's where he does them. He used to do them public. And when he did, I was a moderator when he did them public. He would text me and say, "Hey, can you come moderate this?" Because he would get more trolls than I do. Like, his got an insane amount of trolls. I was constantly block, 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 block. Because he told me just to block them entirely. Not putting in timeout, just unless it was something that wasn't over the line, but most of them were over the line. Like, the stuff that these trolls say in my chat is tame compared to the ones that came to his chat. And I've known Eric since June last year, I believe. I believe it was June. May or June. I know he started his channel, like his first video was posted in May, but I believe I found him in June. And yeah, like I just texted him the other day about a personal session that I had because something got brought up about him. I became your psychologist and depriving her of your sweetness. I call it soft harassment. What are you talking about? You're not making any sense. Not one bit of sense, Inked MD. Not one. Magic 8 Ball was here during my live that was insane. And that was on 4th of July. Like 4th of July was insane. And what's crazy is most of the people that was in that chat weren't even from the US. Like why why did it go insane on 4th of July, which is a US holiday, but I was getting people from other countries. It was crazy. My chat was crazy. Like I had 200 to 300 people in here at a time. Consistently the entire time. Yeah, but the trolls still like even that, like I said, was still not as bad as Eric's. Eric's gets way worse when if he goes public. If he goes live publicly, it's way worse. He doesn't really get trolls, of course, because they have to pay to to be able to go to his lives now. But before, oh yeah. Oh yeah. My finger was just nonstop block 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 when I was moderating. And yeah, that's like the first few lives that he did. If you go to his channel and go to the live, you'll see like he used to go live publicly. And I would moderate on there. Do people ever pay to troll? I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe they do, but I never saw that. But again, I haven't been on his lives in a long time. Um, like I said, I popped in a few weeks ago for a few minutes, but most of the time, like his chat is just going crazy with questions. That's it. And they're mostly manifestation questions. But I think, and maybe I should change this assumption, is that the type of message that I have, not people are ready for, but they're ready for it from a male. Does that make sense? Like a masculine type of way about it? Because mine and his message is the same. It's just my delivery is more feminine because I'm a female. So I don't think a lot of people resonate with that as much as they do a masculine perspective. Because I've noticed in the manifestation space that male creators take off faster than female creators. Yeah, I still don't know what you're talking about, InkedMD. So I'm not even going to read what you say anymore. You make no sense. I might not be the channel for you because it seems like maybe you speak another language. I have no idea how to say your name, but thank you. I don't understand the like crazy fonts and symbols and stuff like that. It's harder for us to read. Brianna, do you know anyone who manifested moving to another country? Like lots of people. Lots of people. Lots of people have moved to other countries. That's easy. Is it Ozias? Did I say that right? How is the way he teaches manifestation different from you? Again, it's more of a masculine perspective. That's what in it's not just me saying that. I've had people come to me for coaching that have gone to him, and they say that I'm the feminine side and he's the masculine side. That my approach, my delivery is very feminine and his is very masculine. Ozias, I'm from Moscow, Russia, and yes, you did say, okay, perfect. Yeah, I don't know what you're saying, Inked MD, so I'm sorry. At this point, it's redundant. It just is. Marina, I don't know what you said. I know that you were asking me something, but then that you retracted the message. I'm assuming that you're gonna retype it. But one key thing I would say that's different about us is that I also have ebooks and I have courses, but that's because I'm trying to help everyone of different learning styles. Not everyone is the same, and not everyone learns from one-on-one coaching. Brianna, do you have the success stories of them moving to another country? I don't have personal success stories from that, but I've known people that have. Does that make sense? It's not like any client that has came to me. Marina, really, Eric is actually the only male manifestation YouTuber I know of. Everyone I watched on here since discovering manifestation is female. Oh, there's a lot of males, a lot. And it's like they'll start a channel and then within like 2 months they take off. There's a Zachary Hickory, which Hikari, is it Hikari? I forget how to say the last part. Zachary Hikari. Um, he I found him through Eric because one of his Eric's first videos talked about Zach. Um, his channel took off within months, and I think it was because Eric shouted him out. But that's the only one that I want to say the name of because the rest of them do the stuff that a lot of the other manifestation coaches do with the you'll get a text by the end of this video and trust me bro, all that stuff. That's why Eric says that. He's making fun of those. There are male coaches out there that do that. Maybe you'll start seeing it in your awareness now because I brought it up. But yeah, Eric makes fun of those. When I was consuming content myself, I mostly had males show up on my feed. There was only a few females. Hi, Alyssa. But yeah, there's lots of males. And it's like it seems like every time I see a male, their channel like takes off. Even when they're not doing the clickbaity stuff and the stuff that keeps people in loops. But maybe that's my assumption and that's my awareness. 100% could be. I know that some of my messages are not the norm. I know that I am not here for the people that want the next best technique or want a list of affirmations to say 1,000 times a day. I'm not for them. I am not for the people that want to obsess over their SP. I'm not for them. I'm for the people that actually are ready to accept themselves as the center of their reality, as God. So, with that being said, I'm more advanced, if that makes sense. But I have had clients come to me that have never had coaching before me. And they told me, they said, even though you talk in advanced ways, you also give examples and break it down to where, even though I'm new to this, I'm understanding it. So even if you're new, I can work with you. But I'm not going to have you focused on someone else. And I'm not going to have you giving your power away. Magic 8 Ball. I'm glad there's more law of assumption people on social media now. In 2017, it was all law of attraction. See, I don't bash law of attraction. See, here's the thing. Both are great. Oh, shocker. Law of attraction states that you attract what you are. You attract what you are. It's the same thing. Law of assumption is you attract what you assume. Right? It's the same message. Because what it all boils down to is really law of being, law of awareness. It's who you say you are, it's who you're being. That's why my post on Reddit where I was sharing the free guide, I said you attract who you are, not what you want. That's law of attraction and law of assumption. See, I don't bash anything. Every religion out there, every belief is true. Everything out there is pointing to the same thing. It's trying to show you that you are the center of reality, that you are God, you are source, you are universe, you're a higher self. I don't care what it is. Having a human experience. That's why this book right here is literally the manifestation guide. And it doesn't matter what religious book it is. That's what it all boils down to. Is trying to tell you that you are the I am. That you are God. It's even in pop culture. I talk about this all the time. It's in pop culture. Alice in Wonderland. The caterpillar asks Alice, who are you? Right? I have a whole video on Alice in Wonderland because it was one of my favorite childhood books. It's literally the manifestation journey. Alice goes down the rabbit hole. That is her learning what she truly is. And when she comes out, she becomes her highest version. She learns what she is and who she is. Okay? Pop culture. It's in songs. It's in movies. I have a video on the Inception movie. I'm going to do one on the butterfly effect over on my members channel. I'm going to be recording that this weekend. It's in everything. Magic 8 Ball, I agree, but the law of attraction sometimes teaches from the perspective that the outside world is still separate. I understand that, but you have to understand also is that a lot of teachers are there at certain points of your journey because you as a human being have layers, right? To your perception. and what you're allowing to be true for you. There was someone that asked me, where is the book? And I'm trying not to knock over the shelf again because I did it the last time that I was taking books off of it. This. I talked about this book. And people were like, yeah, but Eckhart Tolle says this and Eckhart Tolle says that. Listen, I am not talking about this book on manifestation. I'm talking about this book to tell you that time does not exist. That's what this book meant to me when I read it years ago. I read this book many, many years ago. And it really drove home and reminded me that time doesn't exist. Everything is now. That's what you should take away from this. Not, oh, he talks about that you can't manifest a person. Okay, great. Who cares? Who cares? It's kind of like someone brought up to me that I talked about Abraham Hicks, that she said that you can't manifest a person. She manifested her husband. They were both with other people. There were 3 P's involved. She manifested him. How? By who she was being. Her identity. Self-concept. See how it's all the same. Rafari, I'm assuming that's how you say that. I am from the US. But yeah, I have people like criticize me because yeah, I have these books on my list. It's like you have to look at it in a different way. Stop taking everything they say at face value. Look deeper. Okay? That's like what was it? Dr. Joe Dispenza. I told you I read all these things. Talks about the subconscious mind. I don't say it's separate from you. He does, right? But you've got to understand that reading these things is just to open your perception, right? You are not separate from anything. Mel, I recently read an article about a woman having her first child at 76, which reminds me of the Bible passage about Sarah and the recent success story. Yeah, 100%. I didn't read about that. That's awesome. 76. 76. I hope that she's got loved ones that can care for the child. My foster mom took me in when she was 45. I was, I think, 2, 3 when she took me in. She took me in when she was 45. She was born in the 1940s. Again, I'm telling you guys how old I am, and you don't believe me. I was born in the 80s. So yes, I was raised by a silent gen. I was raised the same way a boomer or an older Gen X is. Like my siblings are old enough to be my parents. And one of them I recently disowned because he decided to get with a woman that is younger than his own daughters. And I'm younger than his daughters, but he tried to say, well, and he said my name, She's around her age, and he's trying to say, oh, well, she's my sister. Dude, come on. That doesn't excuse it. My opinion. Okay? I don't I don't condone like huge age gaps like that. I don't condone um being with someone younger than your child. It's just weird. My opinion. Martin, because that's my assumption. I have a whole video on reverse aging, like manifesting reverse aging. And it's so funny because I've had people tell me, "Oh, you've got a filter on." Really? I have a filter on. Okay. Wouldn't it be moving? Wouldn't it be moving? And I'm on YouTube, not TikTok or Instagram. This is not a filter. This is me. Magic 8 Ball. I know. I'm just saying that back then it frustrated me because I was new and wanted to hear from someone who had more experience with everyone is you pushed out type of manifestation. But no one believed in it. Interesting because how long ago are you said 2017, right? Yeah, I didn't really hear about Neville Goddard until 2018. A friend of mine recommended his books. And what's interesting is as soon as I read his books, I was like, oh, he interprets the Bible the same way I do. And I had never heard about him before that. Harsh Saxena. It's been 4 months and still no response from my girlfriend who went silent. She just blocks and unblocks me again and again. That's because of who you're being. Who are you being right now? Right now, you're telling me that your girlfriend blocks and unblocks you and goes silent on you. See, I wouldn't know if you had told me that you're in the best relationship there is. Alyssa, I look younger than I am. I'm 58 going on 59 next month. Perfect. There's so many people that look a lot younger than they are now. And not everyone's getting Botox and fillers. I have never had Botox or filler. When I have my bottom mask on, I move the top of my face all the time. No Botox or filler. The only thing cosmetic procedure I've had done is my chest because I had a deformity. And this was before like I had my chest done like gosh, 8 years ago. I believe it was 8 years ago, going on 9 years. See, I lose track. And I didn't know that you could do physical changes with manifestation. I didn't know that back then. But I am still 100% happy. I did research for 10 years before I went with the surgeon I did. I consulted with 8 different surgeons. So I wouldn't take it back. I liked having that experience. Saxena, trying all methods along with visualization and living in the end. Okay. Martin, I recently was able to get the job I wanted and turned down to other solid jobs for it, but I am actually happy for it leaves me time to go back to the university. Awesome. Magic 8 Ball. Yes, 2017. I heard about Neville in 2020 also through Reddit. See, I didn't even go on Reddit until last year. I had no idea people were talking about manifestation on Reddit until last year. The only thing that I knew about Reddit before that was which one is that? The am I an asshole? Whatever. That one. That's the only one that I knew about. But going back to harsh Saxena, the reason why you are not getting your manifestation is because of who you are being. I have a free self-concept guide on my website if you want to go check that out and download it. People have been getting shifts from it. That's all you need. All you need is to shift your identity. Shift who you're saying you are. You don't need more techniques. For me, techniques make it not happen. Martin, I believe I was using visualization. Please contact me correct me if I am wrong. Also, my Kaif has changed drastically and I am actually happy for it. Okay. I don't know what a Kaif is, but okay. Or is it wife? Maybe it was a mistype. Magic 8 Ball. I like the subreddit mildly infuriated. Okay. Life. Oh, your life has changed. Okay. Hi, Richard. But yes, everything boils down to what you're being. You could do 1,000 affirmations a day and still not get what it is you desire. You could write and script until your hands cramp and still not get your desire. You could live in the end all you want, but if you are not being the person that already has it, you are not going to get it. Right now, you're being the person that's doing all these techniques and methods. That's who you're being. This is why I talk about the lazy girl method. It's the fastest way to manifest. Really is. Just be it. That's it. Like, I can't even visualize. I have aphantasia. I can't even visualize, and I still manifest. Martin, then my being happy is changed, and because of the life I led, it is actually making me happy, gives me a purpose. Perfect. Maybe I should start coming on here on Sundays again. I don't know. It seems like Friday's like kind of a hit and miss. But when I come on here on Sunday, like, more people are in here, more people are asking questions, and that's what I come on here for, is to help you guys. I don't have to be on here. I could just go record content and post content. I could just do that. But yeah, currently I am working on editing a very long video. Like I said, right now it's 45 minutes. It's not going to be a 45-minute video because I'm going to be cutting it down. Because it's a success story from a client that has already sent me a success story before. She updated us and she sent me over like 3 different messages, and it's like 20 or 30 minutes total. But I'm cutting it down and cutting out parts that would go against her privacy and might link people to her, as well as shortening down like a lot of the chit chat because that's what she does. So that way you guys get the meat of the story. Magic 8 Ball. I can't think of my manifestation questions, but I suppose that's a good thing. It's always a good thing. It's kind of like when people stop watching me or stop coming to me, I take it as a good sign that they've gotten what they want, that they don't need me. and that's okay. Marina, at one point, there was a 10K affirmation challenge going viral in the LOA community. And honestly, I don't even know how that was even encouraged. What's wrong with the 10K affirmations, not 10K? Like, okay, I read that wrong. I thought you were saying like 10K, like manifesting $10,000. Like, that's cool. But yeah, the whole doing more affirmations, it's kind of like there's so many coaches out there that will say you're not doing it enough, you're not wanting it enough, you're not working hard enough. It's like that's going to not get you your thing. The more you're focused on it, the more you're realizing the lack, the less you're living. The success story that I just talked about that I'm going to be editing and posting hopefully this weekend, she talked about that. She talked about how she was watching hours of content every day, not living her life, watching hours and hours and hours of manifestation content, taking away from her livelihood, taking away from her children, taking away from her happiness, because she felt like she had to do that to get the thing. And when she got coaching with me, she signed up for my monthly service. It was my texting and voice note service. Um, I shot her straight and I made her focus on herself for 7 days. And then after 3 or 4 days, she's like, okay, let's talk about SP now. I was like, okay, your 7 days are starting over again because what are you doing right now? That's how I am. I'm the type of coach that if you tell me you want to go to Barbados, I'm going to tell you we're in Barbados. If you're like, well, I'm not there yet. Yeah, you are. And then I won't answer you the rest of the day. That's the type of coach that I am. But yeah, the whole like 10,000 affirmation, that's insane. Do you realize how insane that is? It's kind of like I've talked about this a lot in my on my channel and in my videos and even in my coaching. Do you have to affirm for air to breathe? You don't. Do you physically see the oxygen in front of your face? You don't, right? But you're not sitting here saying, I've got air to breathe. I've got air to breathe. Oh my God, I've got air to breathe, right? No. You don't have to do visualizations for the sun to rise every morning. You know it's going to rise every morning. That's just like Marina. If I started calling you Jessica, you'd be like, oh no, you must be mistaking. I'm Marina, right? I say this to people all the time. You have to know your desire, know it to be true, decide it is done, like everything else, and then go live your life. Go chop wood, carry water. I've got a video on that, on the ancient Buddhist proverb, chop wood, carry water. Before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. Guess what? If you had your desire, let's say it's a person, you would go live your life. You would not be watching hours of SP content. You would not be on here asking me how to get your SP. You would not you would not be doing all these things. You would not be stalking their Instagram to see if they followed people, unfollowed people, who they're liking, if they posted a story, who they're posting with, or anything else. No, you would be living your life. Let's talk about money. If you were living in abundance, you would not be checking your bank balance every 5 minutes. You would not be affirming, I'm a millionaire every 5 minutes. You would be living your life. Go live your life. Live it as it is done. Just as you have air to breathe and as the sun is going to rise every morning. I had to put that out there. I know I just preached and I'm not even reading comments right now, but it is what it is. Okay. Magic 8 ball, because it means I understand it well. Perfect. Martin, I appreciate you though. My question is then, would radically change my life and direction even though I am comfortable be selfish of me? I don't know what you mean, Martin. Elena, Sundays would be great. Yeah, I think my next one I'll do Sunday. Heck, I might pop on Sunday this weekend. We'll see. I've got a lot of editing stuff to do, so we'll see. Alyssa, oh, I definitely will come back to tell you when I get my manifestation. You've already got it. You're not coming back. You've already got it. What are you talking about? Magic 8 Ball, I did the 10K affirmation challenge. We've all been there. It's okay. Is it DI? Hi. Love 7. How are you? Yeah. I was just preaching. That's all I was doing. Guys that are just joining me, if you haven't already, I have a free self-concept guide. It is on my website. Link is on my page, or you can just go to alchemisticanomalist.com. I'll take you right to it. It's right near the top. You can download it. It's free. It's free 99. All of free for you. Literally, I just made that this week, and well, I posted it this week. And it's already getting great results, because that's literally the foundation of manifestation is self-concept. Okay. Brianna, have you ever manifested snow? I have not, but I have had a client that did. Or changed the weather temperature with manifestation. Yes, I have. So if you watch my video called The Lazy Girl Method, that's where I changed the weather on my vacation. You can watch that one for weather changes. I also have, it's one of my success stories, but I forget which video it is because there was like multiple ones that I went over. But there was one where she manifested snowfall in her area because there was a drought. And yeah, you absolutely can. Martin, wow, simple, direct, and to the point. Thank you. Needed to hear that. You answered my question. Sorry about earlier. Autocorrect made me sound in that sentence. It's okay. Autocorrect happens, and sometimes I have people that don't speak English as their native tongue, and they will use AI to send me messages, and sometimes AI is kind of junky. Not junky, but janky. That's what I was thinking of. Janky. And that's okay. I will still be able to answer your question no matter what. Mel, maybe this can help. Just today, I got back in contact with my person. He was asking how I was and not quick responses, so we could talk more. All while I was scripting my self concept from the guide. See? You were focused on what, Mel? Yourself. What does the guide tell you to do? To script about you. You put the focus on self. You can't change the mirror. And I've given this example before. Let's say you're going and sorry, my thing has like lipstick all over it and stuff like that. Whatever. This is a chapstick, but it is what it is. All right. Let's say that you want to put lipstick on, but you're sitting here putting it on the mirror. And then you're getting mad that the mirror is getting dirty. Put the lipstick on yourself. Focus on yourself. Your person cannot choose you and prioritize you if you are choosing and prioritizing them. You are so obsessed with them. How can they obsess with you? Reality is the mirror. You can't change the reflection in the mirror by putting the lipstick on the mirror. You need to put the lipstick on your own face. Or on your own lips, I should say. And let's do that. Why not? Because the lipstick that I have on dries out, so it's like one of those matte ones, and I like the color, but I just don't like how it dries me out. But Martin, all my life accomplishments were my way of being noticed, of being appreciated. But now I am older and choosing to make me happy and not so much everyone else. And so far, I am very happy with the results. That's amazing. Mel, yep, I found it so funny. As I was writing my self concept, that's when he texted. It's always that way. When you take the focus off of the outside and put it on self, like that, like that, like that, like that. Seriously, seriously. Not in this business, but in my other business, I said I wanted to make $4,000 in a day, right? And most of the time, to get a client that is going to pay me that much takes time, right? Like, I have to reach out to the client, we consult, we do all these things, and then they pay me, and then I get to work, right? It's usually 30 to 90 days to get that type of client, right? To nurture them and to get them to hire me. I put it out there that I wanted to make $4,000 in a day on one client, and I didn't want to have to do all of that. Had someone reach out to me. This was a week later, and because I put it out there and then I let it go. Had someone reach out to me a week later, said so and so told them about me, because outside of this I do business consulting, marketing, and advertising. Someone told them about me, and this is what they wanted to do, right? They told me what they wanted to do, and their budget was $4,000. And they understood my fee, right? Their advertising budget was $4,000. Okay. But they also wanted me to do a bunch of other stuff as well. So they were going to pay me another $4,000. So $8,000 total is what they were budgeting for. My cut was $4,000. Then I'm also using $4,000 towards their advertising for the month. Like I said, you never know how things are going to happen. I didn't know that client was going to reach out to me. I didn't know that they were going to be ready without me going through all the this and that, right? And yes, I've had clients that paid me a lot more money than that. But to start out a brand new client, not usually. Usually the ones that, like I have clients that have paid me $10,000 at a time. But they're past clients and I've nurtured them and I've known them for a long time. So you kind of see the difference. Good night, Nicholas. I guess you're leaving. How did you get out of the timeout chair? Huh? How did you get out of the timeout chair? This is you're going back into the timeout chair. Because you just typed nonsense in my chat. But yeah, it's always that way. As soon as you just focus on yourself, because when that client came in, I was actually editing videos for my YouTube channel. I was focused on myself. I was focused on my joy. Because this is my like passion business, right? My hobby, if you will, my what I like to do. I do the business consulting and stuff like that on the side as my main income. But I was focused on what brings me joy. Hi, Richard. You've said hi a few different times. I don't know why people do that. They come in here and they just say hi and they don't talk to me and they don't ask me questions and they don't give me things to talk about. See, over and over. Makes no sense. But yeah, guys, manifestation is the easiest thing. You've been doing it your entire life, whether you realized it or not. And yes, I have people tell me, oh, well, I didn't want this experience. You don't manifest what you want, you manifest what you are. You manifest, more importantly, who you are being. When I was in poverty and I was in a poverty mindset, I constantly struggled with money. I constantly had to worry about how I was going to pay my rent, where I was going to get food. I've been homeless. I've been almost homeless. I talk about this on my channel. When I changed who I was being, I have not struggled with money ever since. And the family that I grew up with, because they were not biologically my family, they all have poverty mindsets. They all think I'm crazy. Richard, I have downloaded the manifestation PF. I will follow it today. Perfect. You talking about the self-concept guide? Those that have downloaded it, if you have had shifts from it or anything that has happened, if you could email me or send me a DM on Instagram with your feedback, I would love it. Review of feedback, because those help people know that I'm not just here to say, oh, you got to pay to get a one-on-one coaching with me. I tell you guys all the time, all you have to do is watch my videos. I say everything that I say in coaching on my videos. Everyone that has gotten coaching with me says, you said this on your channel. It's like, yeah, did you think it was going to be any different? It's just custom to you. That's it. And I've said it many times before. If you get coaching with me, I want you to get it for the right reasons. I'm not here as a crutch. And getting one-on-one coaching is a luxury. It is not a necessity. Okay? If you can't afford it, please don't do it. Get the free guide, use that. Okay? And fix your financial situation. Or I also have a wealth identity ebook that is affordable. I do that for a reason. I make things affordable, especially when it comes to money, for a reason. Because someone in a bad situation financially can't afford to pay whatever it is for one-on-one coaching. Elena, I don't even have to ask questions anymore. When I'm about to ask a question, the answer is in the question. That's always how it happens. It's always how it happens. It's kind of like I have texting clients that will stop themselves because they tell me, they're like, I'm starting to type SP or a specific person, and then I stop myself and I correct it. And I'm like, yeah, that's what you should be doing. I say it all the time on my channel. Stop saying SP and X. Stop it. I don't care what this person is to you. Person could be your lover, your partner, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your wife, your husband, your fiance. I don't care. But stop saying SP or an X. Alyssa, so there's still men and some women who are showing up in dating apps. Some I will be meeting just for fun. Of course, my goal is manifesting my wife and money. Okay, perfect. Who says that you can't go have fun? Who says that? Who says that because you go on a date with someone that you're marrying them? Who says? Enjoy yourself. Follow your joy, whatever that means for you. I also have poly clients. I also have clients that are ethical, non monogamous. Okay? I don't judge. Live your life. As long as everyone involved is consenting and aware, that's all that matters. What happens between consenting adults does not matter. Magic 8 Ball. I like that there are affordable options. I've heard that some people charge outrageous prices for very low effort content. Yeah, I've heard that. It's kind of like even like my most expensive product is my SP challenge. And that's because it's intensive. It's literally 14 days, like a lesson every day that releases with packed content. And then if you complete the challenge, you get free coaching with me. So there's value in that. It's not just the course, it's coaching as well. And I've had people tell me that they spent $2,000 for less, like thousands of dollars on a course, and got way less than what I offer. It's kind of like I've had the feedback for the self-concept guide that I should be charging $20 for it. I've had people tell me you should be charging $20 to $40 for this. That they've paid $20 to $30 for something that was less. Way less. And I don't understand that. For me, like why a coach or someone would create something, charge somebody money for it, and not over deliver. It's with my other business as well. I under promise and over deliver. So when I'm doing advertising for a client and they tell me, this is my budget, what can you do with it? I under promise and tell them you might get this as your ROI. And then a lot of times they get more. I undershoot and over deliver. It's just how I've always been. I don't understand the people that overhype things and tell you, oh, this is amazing and you're going to get all this and all that and all this, and then you don't after you pay the money. It doesn't make sense to me. Tell you what, just found your channel. The way you explain everything is so clear. Just got your PDF and look forward to reading it tonight. Thank you for doing what you're doing. Oh, of course. Let me know your feedback on it. So, secretly, I'm a little devious. When you download the PDF, you also sign up to a mailing list. And if the emails are not spam, I'm not selling you. I'm not telling you, oh, you have to buy this course to get your SP, or you have to buy this subliminal to get your money. No. All of the emails, it's a lesson linked to a video. One of the emails I asked for feedback, but any of them, if you reply with your feedback on how everything went with the PDF, I'd really appreciate that. Yeah, my mailing list is it's secretly me still coaching you. I'm a little selfish because I want you to succeed. That's what it's for. And it's so that I can get success stories. Magic 8 Ball. One lady who teaches from a very limited perspective charges $88,000 for so-called coaching. I'm not exaggerating. Who is that? Spill the tea. Who is 88,000? Who's charging that much? Is this like a retreat where you go stay at her house? I don't know who that is. But, and I'm not going to say it, I just wanted to know. Um, is it a retreat where you go stay at her house for a year? Because that's the only way I could see it being 88,000. Because I know there's like really big motivational speakers and gurus that will charge $100,000 for something, but it's like a whole retreat where you go stay there for like a month or some craziness. And it's like immersive, and there's a lot, you get a lot with it. So then it makes sense. Kind of like, oh God, what is his name? Um, it's an African American gentleman that's a bit like big in the in like the business and manifestation, not really manifestation, but motivational speaking space, where he charges people to come fly on his plane with him on his jet when he's traveling. But they get coached live in person with him on his jet. I think he charges 100,000 for it, if I'm not mistaken. It could be less, but that makes sense because he's talking to millionaires and billionaires. That's who he's talking to. Mel, it must be, it has to be, because that's just crazy. Yeah, the only way I could see someone charging basically $90,000 for coaching is if like you're going to stay with them. Like they have like a villa or something, and they have little tiny homes, and you come and stay with them and you're coached every day for like a year or even a few months or whatever it is. And all your meals are provided for you and everything. Brianna, have you met any of your clients in person? Not yet. The client that changed his situation around with his boyfriend, now fiance, I will be attending his wedding. So, but as far as like I have had friends in person, like personal friends that I've known in person, that I've basically taught manifestation, and they've shifted things around in their life. So those are people that I know in person. And some of my friends that know what I do, they follow me, like my in-person friends. They watch my channel, they watch my Instagram, stuff like that. Magic 8 Ball, it's something like that. It was called the University Bundle. It's gone now that she got called out. Apparently she made false promises and got terrible advice. There's a subreddit about her now. There's a subreddit about everything. There was someone that posted about me on Reddit, like completely tore me apart. And they've never had coaching with me. They just watch my content. People are just miserable. And it's funny because I had people go on there and say, she's nothing like this. What are you talking about? Basically, like calling them out. And this person, I know who they are because they were in my chat. That person probably posted on Reddit because she's my age, and she was trying to manifest an SP that is my son's age. And I said that I don't really condone that. My opinion, I'm pushing 40, okay? Someone my age has no business going after someone under 25. That's my opinion. I don't care who I offend. I really don't. I don't care. I don't care what the law says. I don't care anything else. It's literally proven in psychology that cognitively you are not advanced enough as an adult until you're 25 to 28. So what business does someone have that's pushing 40 going after a 20-something year old, like a young 20-something year old? Like me, the lowest I'd ever go right now is 28, but they would have to be extremely mature. Okay? They would have to be extremely mature. That's the youngest. But majority of the time, and I'm trying to find a napkin because I just wiped this on my finger, but majority of the time I date men that are in their 30s. Current person is mid 30s. Yeah, $90,000 is insane. Like, the only way that I could see that is, like I said, if she has like a villa with like a bunch of different houses and you're getting to stay there and you're getting food provided to you and everything else. Magic 8 Ball. She and her husband apparently lied and falsified records to get on a show and lie about their level of wealth and claims to have manifested more money than she has to lure people. Interesting. I keep it real, guys. I tell you everything that's real. That's just like, I am not going to call people out individually. I am not going to say who they are, but there are coaches out there that are posting success stories with proof of like screenshots of like financial type screenshots. What did I just say I do professionally? Right? Where I look at it and the math doesn't math. Okay? If they do not have enough traffic to their website or their Shopify or their stand store or whatever it is that they're posting, because I won't say which one it is, okay? If they don't have enough traffic and enough orders to justify the amount that they said that they made, it's not real. She used stock photos for fake reviews. Oh, wow. Yeah, most of my clients want their privacy. That's why you notice like my success stories, I don't say their name, I don't post their name. Um, when they send me the audio messages, they don't say it. Like one recently, I'm going to be posting that next week. She did accidentally say her name, so I'm going to be editing that out. But that's what she asked me to do. So I will do that. I have people that have coached with me that I could easily get quote unquote clout from, but I won't. I'm not going to sit here and expose them. Kind of like the actress. I could literally sit here and say what movie it is, who she is, and everything else, but I'm not. I'm not going to do that. I care about people's privacy. I mean, heck, I wear masks. It's one of the reasons why I do it. Because it lets people know that I'm going to respect their privacy. She sends cease and desist letters to people who criticize her, and she got a lawyer to take the old subreddit about her down. Interesting. Elena, can we talk about more revision and glitches? I love the stories. Maybe it's my doubt coming through. What do you want to know about that? Alyssa, yeah, there's been some 20 something peeps showing up interested in me. I mean, I don't think so, hun. There's no way I would never be a sugar mama. I mean, it's different if, like, let's say you don't have kids and there's an age gap of like you're in your 50s and the person is 30, right? then they're fully an adult and they're cognitively there, right? That's different. But that doesn't mean you have to be a sugar mama. I've known people that, women, right, that are older, that are with younger men, and the men take care of them. But they got with them when they were in their late 20s or early 30s. Right? Like I know I have a friend that she is 52 and her now fiance is 32. They met 2 years ago when he was 30 and she was 50. That's a lot different than, say, a 45-year-old dating a 23-year-old, right? Or let's say a 43-year-old dating a 23-year-old. It's like, why are you going after someone that hasn't even lived as an adult for very long? Magic 8 Ball, Mandela effects are just unintentional revision. At least that's my opinion. I have a whole video on Mandela effects. Alyssa, my wife is 14 years younger than I am. There you go. See, there's nothing wrong with that. Because you're both very much adults, right? Elena, I know we live in a mental world and I've seen glitches, but how do I wrap my mind around being able to revise a situation? Is it just being in the mental state of the reality I desire? If you believe everything is mental, then it is. But it's not, it's who you are being. So, how you revise, and this is what I did with the client that everybody brings up that revised his situation with his boyfriend. He first came to me and said that he wanted to fix the relationship with his boyfriend. That was number one. He did not call him X or SP. Okay? So he was already ahead of everybody. Okay? And then he eventually told me what was going on. And he said, I want to revise this. I said, okay. Then that never happened. That's how you revise. In order to revise, you have to realize that the past didn't happen. You only have the now moment. The future is not here yet. The past doesn't exist anymore. You only have now. Your past is only a perception. It's only something that you keep replaying in your mind. It doesn't exist anymore. You could always remember differently. So what is remember? I have a whole video on that. Re means to go back to, and member is identity. Go back to the identity that has what you want. That identity would have a completely different past, would have a completely different memory, right? So you have to live as that new identity. Let's say hypothetically, your past, you and your dad had a fallout, and now you want a better relationship with your dad. You would have to live as someone that already has that better relationship with your father, that fallout never happened. Remember it differently. That's all you need to do. Alyssa, this is my wife, is the one I'm manifesting. She is the one I'm manifesting. Perfect. Elena, so does that make sense? Like your past doesn't actually exist. It's just what you keep saying over and over and over. Your dad and you did have a fallout. See, I just say things. I didn't know that. I was just using it as an example. I had no idea you and your dad had a fallout. But yeah, with the client that changed the relationship with his boyfriend, I had him remember it differently. That never happened. Right? He never did all these things. And therefore, he showed up that way. Now I can fix it. No, it's not fixing it. It never happened, right? If you're revising, it never happened, so it's not fixing it. You're shifting to a reality where it never happened, because all realities exist now. Everything is happening now. Whether you were 5 years old, 80 years old, or the age you are right now, everything is happening now. There's nothing to fix. All realities exist. The reality where you have an amazing relationship with your dad and the reality you're experiencing right now. Right? A reality exists where you're a billionaire, and there's a reality that exists that you were on the streets and you're poor. All of them exist. Everything exists now. How you select your reality, stop, select self, right? Is realizing that this reality is just one selection. How you select, how you decide, you make a decision, this is what I'm experiencing, and then you become the self that is already experiencing that. So how would you chop wood and carry water, Elena, if you already had the amazing relationship with your dad? You guys never had a fallout. How would you go about your day? Do that now. Know that it is done. Know it like your first name is Elena. If I started calling you Jessica, you would say, "Oh, no, I'm Elena." That's who typed that message. So why aren't you saying that whenever the opposite shows up? Ask yourself that. Hi, Being Human. I will be on here for another 12 minutes. So if you guys have questions, type them out, or forever hold your peace. I'm kidding. Just hold your peace until the next time I'm on. Yeah, it's kind of like so many people contradict themselves. They'll say, "Oh, everything is happening now. Time doesn't exist." But then they say the 3D has to catch up, or you're shifting timelines, or birds before land. You notice I don't have videos on that, right? You notice I don't talk about stuff like that. There's a reason why. Tell you what. Apologies. May I ask why I sometimes feel anxious when I try to embody the desired state? Should I try to ignore the anxiety and push through embodying the state? Great question. Anxiety means that you're worried about the future. You're worried about a time that is not here yet. Depression means you're focused on the past. You only have the now moment. So let's take the state out of it for just a moment, and let's just talk about time and what actually exists. You only have now. So you only have the moment that you're listening to me. Nothing else exists, right? So if you are so worried about the future, you are not in the now moment. That's like driving your car and you're looking 3 miles ahead of you and wondering why you're hitting things. You're hitting other cars, you're hitting trees. You need to look at what's directly in front of you. So anxiety means that you're too focused on the future and not the present moment. Elena, I realized I was keeping myself in the waiting to manifest. I realize more every time I listen to you. Yeah. And that's an identity. That's a state. when you are waiting for something to come that is already here and now, you will always wait for it to come, right? So that's why I don't talk about robotic affirmations. I don't talk about a 10K affirmation challenge or whatever it was, right? Because if you're doing that, do you actually have it? Sure, some people might manifest that way, and that's great. But the majority of people, that doesn't help them. Tell you what, that's so true. Good point. I only talk the same things that I've talked on all my videos. That's all I do. It's all the same. It's all the same. So yeah, 10 more minutes, guys. I will take questions. Yeah, everything that I say in coaching and on these lives, I say in all of my videos. Everything is happening now, and what you experience right now is based on who you are being. I got disconnected for a moment. Hopefully you guys can hear me, because it disconnected and then it came back. Whether I am single or not is irrelevant. Does not matter. This is not a dating app. If you want single people, go on Hinge or Tinder or whatever app you would prefer. CA, I am manifesting my person is manifesting me. After your free guide, it helped me out a lot. Thank you. I definitely appreciate that. So I said this earlier, CA. I don't know if you were here for it, but secretly, well, not secretly because it's on the page, I disclose it. You signed up for my mailing list, and my mailing list is me not selling you. There's emails in there, and I could probably pull it up on my laptop and show you, but it's like 50 something emails over 100 days, where every few days you get an email from me, and it's lesson video. But in a few of those, I do ask for feedback on the guide, or if you've gotten services from me. So if you could respond to one of those emails and just tell me your feedback and your review of the guide, I would definitely appreciate that. Alyssa, thank you for offering the self-concept info. I downloaded it earlier today. Perfect. And now the troll that just came in is not going to be able to talk. Five more minutes, guys, and then I'm going to get off of here. Then I am going to get something to eat, and then I'm going to work on editing that video that I was talking about, because I want to get it out hopefully by tomorrow. I don't even know what time it is. Let's see. Well, it's tomorrow already. it's midnight my time. So today, sometime, I want to get it out. So I'm going to be editing that. And it's a doozy. It's going to take me a bit to edit, because she sent over not only that, but she's also sent over, and I posted it on my community tab. She's one of the ones that had a shift from my wealth identity ebook. So I'm going to put a screenshot of that on there also. Magic 8 Ball. People are weird. How could Eric's trolls be that much worse? Oh, they were bad. Bad. They were worse. It's like the bigger you get, I think, and the more people you have in the chat, the more you get of that. It's kind of like how it was on July 4th. It's kind of like that. A lot of them would call him I don't want to say the name, but AT are his initials. Yeah. Or like troll him for being bald, or ask very inappropriate questions. Alyssa, wealth identity. How did I miss that? Yeah, it's on my my stand store. It's a wealth identity ebook. That client, I forgot the exact amount that she manifested, but basically right after reading it, she got a payment in that she wasn't expecting for a while. I can imagine how bad the trolls be on Eric's side. Yeah, when he's public. That's why I think he only goes live on his member side. When he used to go public, yeah, it was bad. It was bad. See, it's so funny. People are like, oh, you're brunette. I haven't done my roots yet. I'm not brunette. It's just this a contrast between, because this is lightened in my roots, but I'm not brunette. We already are that we want to be, exactly. Because it all exists now. Everything exists now. Yes. This is why I don't age, because it's my assumption and my identity. I, again, have not had Botox, have not had filler, have not had any of that. And I've had people accuse me of it until I move my face. It's like if I was going to get filler, wouldn't my lips be bigger? I don't know. Wouldn't my face look puffier? Like a lot of people that get filler, that it's like their face looks puffy. Are they trying to say that my face looks puffy? I don't know. You inspire me to have my appearance. Great. I appreciate that. You have the appearance that you want. Yes. It's kind of like my hair does not grow fast normally, and I started to assume that it does, and it was not that long ago that my hair was to here, and it's grown this much, and I think I forgot how long, but my hair does not, like, normally that amount of length would take, like, I don't know, over a year, 2 years. I don't look puffy. No, I didn't think that. It was a joke. It's definitely a joke. I don't take anything serious. I really don't. I have fun with everything. I have fun with life. Magic 8 Ball. Cosmetic surgery often looks weird. You can tell when it's not natural usually. I mean, my chest isn't natural. I just don't care. I talked about that earlier, before I knew that you could change things with manifestation physically. I researched for 10 years, and I had breast surgery 8 years ago. About 8 years ago. And I have no regrets. I had a deformity pre-op. But even if I didn't, I probably still would have done it, just because I wanted to kind of even my body out. But that's not something you can build in the gym. No matter what people tell you, you can't, women cannot build their chest in the gym. You can build your butt, yeah. And that's why if I ever got anything else done, it would definitely not be a BBL. It's one of the most dangerous um, surgeries you can get. It's the most fatal. People die from it. I don't know why women do it. Just go to the gym. Go lift weights. Please. Just don't go get surgery. No, I mean on the face specifically. Yeah, I've it depends though, cuz like I have a friend that he got a nose job because he was in a bad motorcycle accident and it messed up his nose. And he showed his surgeon a photo of him before the accident. He's like, "This is what I want." And that's exactly what the surgeon did. Like he looks like he never had the accident. He looks like he did before. He looks amazing. It's good to be natural. Hey, I don't care that I'm not. It doesn't matter to me. Like I said, I have zero regrets. I have women ask me about it and zero regrets. It's been 8 years and I have no issues. Not one. Not one. I went to one of the best surgeons there is. He is in Beverly Hills and Scottsdale, Arizona. So he's in Beverly Hills, California, and in Scottsdale, Arizona. I don't think I need to say more. I did not go cheap. Let's see. Elena, so many women I think are beautiful, then realize most of it is fake. I'd rather be natural. My body has been changing since I started self concept. Perfect. If that's what you want. And see, I've had people that wanted to change their physical appearance, and what ended up happening is they found the right surgeon for them and they did get cosmetic surgery. That's okay. And they turned out amazing. There's no right or wrong. There's no right or wrong. Every desire is valid. If you want to be natural, great, be natural. There's nothing wrong with cosmetic procedures either. It's just me personally, I would never get filler or Botox. It's not what I want. Alyssa, but don't overdo it like I did. I used to love doing the exercise where you pull back your arm. Exercise was where you pull back your arm. Are you talking about skull crushers? What do we pull back your arm? I'm trying to think. Pull back your arm. Um, that's why I was thinking skull crushers or flies, like delt flies. What are we talking about? Arms back and forth. So are you talking about a chest fly or what are you talking about? Because I do know the terms for different exercises. I used to be a total gym rat. Still kind of am, but not to that extent. Arms back and forth. The only thing I can think of is, like you said, a fly, like a rear delt fly, or maybe a skull crusher where you're working out your triceps. Um, you have your arms in an angle, butterflies. Yeah, so a real delt fly. So it's a machine where you go like this and you pull backwards, right? Like you pull like that. That's a rear delt fly. You can also take barbells and go like this, like go out like this when you're bent over. That's a rear delt fly. It's working your delts. It's working these muscles back here. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, that's a rear delt fly, if that's what you're talking about. But anyway, guys, I'm about to get off here. If there is one more question, I will answer one more question. But otherwise, I'm going to get off of here. Yeah, that Alyssa, that's a rear delt fly. A chest fly would be pushing forward. Rear delt is backwards. Tell you what, I appreciate your videos. Thank you for streaming and taking time to answer my questions. Yeah, no problem. I hope you have a great night. Actually, I know you're going to. It doesn't matter. Yeah, one last question, guys, and then I'm getting off of here. So does anyone have a question? If not, I will see you guys next time. And I often announce when I'm going live on my community tab, but I might just surprise you guys and just pop on here. It's the chest one. Okay, so you're moving forward. So that's a chest fly. Yeah, that's a chest fly. I don't do direct chest workouts at all. So I do not do chest flies. I don't do bench presses. I don't do push-ups in the traditional way. I do push-ups that work my triceps because I have implants. So I don't do any of that. Elena, will this live be on YouTube? I want to rehear a few things. Yeah, I always post my lives up. Always. Only times I didn't was on July 4th, Magic 8 Ball knows I had a bunch of technical difficulties, and so I deleted the ones that were bad, where I was having problems with my mic. My clavicle is clicking. Who says it is? You say it is. You say it is. It's kind of like in 2018, I was in a bad car wreck and I was hit by a drunk driver and told I would never be able to lift in the gym again like I do now. I was told I would never be able to move my head like this, like this, like that, without my top vertebrae underneath my skull clicking into my skull. Because that's what it used to do. Okay? I said no. I said I'm going to be able to do all these things. You see, I have no problems now. You're the one saying that this is happening to you. No one else is saying it. You can easily turn it around because this, again, this is just one selection of reality where you're saying that this is happening to you. Okay. Elena, thank you for time. Of course. Magic 8 Ball 7, I think. Yeah, I think it was a lot. Alyssa, professor told me to stop. She was afraid I would sue. It was, not now. Yeah, okay, perfect. So it doesn't matter. If you want to do chest flies, do chest flies. Personally, I don't like chest workouts at all. Even before I had my chest done. I never really did them anyway. I have a t-shirt that a friend gave me, and maybe I should find it and post it for you guys. It's hilarious. It's a T-Rex like trying to do push-ups, and it says I hate push-ups because I don't really do push-ups. I don't do chest workouts. And it's always been that way. Elena, I've heard news of people I knew having internal bleeding and doctors saying they might not make it. And in my mind, I said, no, they will be fine. And they survived. That's amazing. It was a long time ago. I just felt, it just felt good on my arms. Perfect. Then just do it. If you want to do it, great. It's amazing. I lift weights at home. I don't even go to a gym. I have weights at home. I lift at home. I do dance for my cardio, or I do step. Like I have like a fitness step, and I'll step up and step down just over and over in front of my TV watching videos or watching shows. And then I do weights. I have a bench, I have a Romanian chair, I have multiple free weights. I have a barbell with plates. I also have dumbbells. I have resistant bands. I have the it's called a reg fit. It like goes into the doorway and stuff. I have all that stuff. I just work out at home. I don't need all that stuff from the gym. I used to go to the gym nonstop, but I don't need all that. So anyway, guys, I am going to get off of here. It is now over 2 hours. This live will post to my channel, so you guys will get the replay. Always is what I do. But moving forward, I might just pop on here. Maybe Sunday, I'll see. It's not a guarantee, it's not a promise. But if I pop on, I'm gonna have a subject to go through like I would on a video, but I'm gonna do it live, and then I'll take questions after, because I think that would be a good idea, because then afterwards I could download the video, because I've done it before. I could download the live video and then just edit just the lesson part, and then post that as a regular video also. Just an idea, but we're gonna see how that goes. I might do that. I might pop on here and just do a lesson real quick, and then I'll take questions after for a little bit. It won't be for 2 hours. It won't be like these lives. It'll be just a few questions after. Magic 8 Ball, would it be possible to manifest fixing a deformity without surgery? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I've known people that have done that. I mean, I manifested my cancer away. I manifested my neck injury going away. I don't see why not. I could probably revise the whole chest situation, but I just don't care to. I like how I am. I like myself now, so I don't have any desire to change it. Does that make sense? Like, I like it. But if you have a desire to change a deformity, absolutely. I don't see why not. But anyway, I'm going to get off of here. I know no matter who's watching my videos, everybody's going to have a great night or a great day. Also, side note, if you have not gotten my free self-concept guide, go to my Stan store. It's on there. People are getting great results from it. Check it out. But I will see you guys next time. I will announce the next time that I am live on my community tab. And I might just pop on here, like I said. I might pop on and do just a random live and do a lesson first and then take questions after. If I do that, it's going to be subscribers only, and they're going to have to be subscribed for like at least 30 minutes or around that. Like I'll change it to where they have to be subscribed for some time, so that way we don't get the trolls in here, because the trolls won't wait like that. So I will see you guys next time. Like I said, no matter when you're watching this, day or night, you're about to have the best day or night of your life. And I already know that's the case for you. Take care.